Alright, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. So, off screen, I went and did a little bit of a Mantine Surf, and I have to say, I don't really like it. It's not the worst minigame I've had to do in a Pokemon game, but I would definitely rather do like most other things in a Pokemon game. So, what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna do a couple of things. So, God Lahas is the Drain Vitality Shout, and I think it would be appropriate to teach God Lahas the one draining move that it has access to, and that is going to be. Am I in the right one? There's different beaches have different moves that they can teach you. I think I'm not in the right one. Hang on, I want to go back to the other beach. This is a Heia beach, and let's see. Are you the one who has the move tutor move that I want to actually look at? So there's Giga Drain here. And I can teach Giga Drain to Gon Lahas down at the bottom over here. And I think I'm going to be learning that. And this is going to be a special attack, and we're going to be doing a little bit of mixed attacking. I think I'm going to learn that over. Let's get rid of Crunch. I have other solutions to things that are going to be weak to Crunch. I think my team is not really hurting for that. In the meantime, I now have coverage over things like Gastrodon and Barboach, Wishcash, various things that are vaguely annoying that I don't really have answers to currently. Another move that I'd like to teach is, and I'm gonna have Stealth Rock. So this is a move that Bird Brain can learn, and Bird Brain has spikes, but I think I'm gonna be going with Stealth Rocks because Stealth Rocks usually, on average, is gonna do more damage on switching than spikes. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of spikes. I'm not gonna enhance it with a separate entry hazard move. All right, I don't really like having to like throw out 3 layers of spikes on everything whenever I start setting up entry hazards in order to do an appreciable amount of damage. I would rather just like throw out Stealth Rocks once, and then sometimes it'll be doing super effective damage, basically, and breaking sturdy otherwise. So I think we're going to be going with that. I've got a few more BP that I can use for moves later. Probably not going to be using that now. Alright. So in the meantime, while I'm here, we're going to talk to Oak, and I've got 73 totem stickers, and a couple of these I did pick up in my original version of the save file, and a couple of them I just haven't. And I didn't catch a regular Rattata, apparently. I think I'm going to just go and talk to him and pick up all the early totem Pokemon or whatever it is that I can get as a gift from Oak. We are not going to add this thing to my party. Anyway, so after that, we're going to pick up an Aquanid. And that is going to be another one. And did I catch a Dewpider earlier? I apparently did not catch Dewpider either. I feel like Water Bug is an interesting type. Maybe I should see if I can use something of a type like that at some point in the future. I feel like that would be fun. Up next we have, what was it, Salazzle? Alright, I thought the grass one was after this, but I guess I'm gonna be getting a Salazzle. Or a Salatzel, as I like to call it, because double Z's. What is that? Is that a South Italian pronunciation? Pizza and what have you? I, had a teacher, might have had a couple of teachers in elementary, high school who had names with double Z's in them who pronounced them like there was a T in the middle. Anyway. Togedemaru is up next. So there is no, what was it, a Lurantis, which was the Mallows trial. We're going to pick up a Togedemaru. That was one of the more annoying ones that I had to fight, I have to say. I guess you would consider it the Pikachu of this generation. And do I have any more? There is at least one more. Oh, there are no more. Okay, so I'm sure I will pick up more eventually. But now, with my team somewhat enhanced, and with a proper draining move on the one who is named after a draining shout, we can be on our way. All right. So where do I have to go after this? It's been long enough that I don't really remember where I was going. But let's see, it's probably Ula Ula. Oh, did we reach Akala Island or Pony Island or whatever the next one is? All right, it looks like we got to go to Pony Island, Seafolk Village. Oh, can I not? Oh, I haven't been in the Pokemon Center yet, which means that I'm gonna have to. How do I get there? actually. Do I have to go back to Ether Paradise? Am I gonna have to, like, fly here and then take off on the boat? Okay, so I can just, I don't know if there's other ways to get here, but I can just talk to the ferry person on Ether, and I can ask you to travel to Pony Island. I don't know if all of the harbors in town would allow me to travel to all the other harbors in town at any point after they're unlocked, but anyway. By the way, does my voice sound different right now? I feel like my voice sounds like it often does after I, like, just wake up, but I've been awake for, like, most of the day so far, and I don't exactly know what's up with that. If it doesn't, like, wear itself out after a couple of minutes of just talking, I will probably AFK for a few minutes and go drink something. Anyway, that's another totem sticker. In here, we have... Let's see, some guy with a Pelipper. Is that another totem sticker on the box behind me? I'd like to say welcome to my shop, but I'm afraid I just can't do that right now. Did the Pelipper eat all your stuff? He helps me out making deliveries using that big old beak in that throat pouch of his. I normally travel around the islands dealing my wares wherever I come ashore, but I've been here at Pony for quite a while now, and my supplies have pretty much run dry. Okay, so this is a quest. You're supposed to be crying out, I said. What kind of a partner are you? Why, you? Anyway, I do appreciate you taking the time to stop by anyway. Alright, so this is not a quest. You're just going to give me the Magmarizer. In case you want to evolve a Magmar into a Magmortar, or an Electabuzz into an Electivire. Alright, so we're going to put that away. You're going to keep talking. This is very long. Alright, enough of that. I'm gonna go and peel off this totem sticker. That is number 75. Do you have anything useful to say? No. Oh, you're gonna give me an Aerodactyl? Alright, we'll receive an Aerodactyl. Not gonna add it to my team, but that's interesting. I wonder, I will view your stats. Yeah, that's, the only one in your evolutionary family. Is it still the only fossil Pokemon that doesn't have an evolution tied to it? Because I think it actually might be. We're not going to nickname you. I did say I want to go and see your stats. I know you have a lot of physical attack and speed. You have a brave nature, which is kind of terrible for an Aerodactyl. But, yeah, it's a lot of physical attack. For no EVs, 102 attack at level 40 is pretty good. Alright. That's interesting. Let's get out of here, and I'm going to... Yeah, it's a fast Pokemon. It would be faster if it didn't have a brave nature. What is this? Is this a Huntail? This is a ship with, like, Huntail. Is there a ship elsewhere in this town with a Gorobus? If this one over here doesn't have a Gorobus, I'm gonna be slightly annoyed. Nope, this is a Barboach. Interesting. Oh, there's a sticker on the wall out there. Well, I'm gonna have to go and come back for that one on the way out. So, an artist. You ate her painting. Yeah, tore it up because that's like the only thing Snubble knows how to do. Alright, oh look, there's another sticker over here. We're just gonna go and grab that. And, let's see. Once that daughter of ours starts focusing on the painting, there's no telling how much she'll stuff her face with. She's like a bottomless... Alright, I did not realize that there was a correlation between, like, food and painting, but apparently this guy says there is. So... I wanted this. That's gonna be number 77. Alright. These are adding up pretty quickly, and I see here we have Lillie talking to some tourists. Alright, Lillie, what are you doing? Welcome! Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, who are you? I'm Mina. I'm the local captain. Captain Mina. It's nice to meet you then. So let's get right down to things. Which one of you is here for my trial? Oh no, that's not why we're here. Speak for yourself. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. It's true that Drago is in the middle of his islands challenge, but we're here to meet the kahuna of this island. The Kahuna? Oh well, that's a problem. Maybe you should talk to Hapu. Oh, so Hapu lives here on Pony Island. You mean she didn't tell you that at any point? Anyway, thank you very much, Captain Mina. Let's go. It'll be good to see Hapu and Mudsdale again. So, you gonna explain why you were standing up there on the roof? No? Alright. Let's see. Oh, is this a restaurant? So apparently, the restaurants in this game aren't, like, that important. Apparently they can be done... They can do things like give you a renewable supply of heart scales, or... I forget what the other one of them was. There was one that was... The one that I did in the last video that had some minigame to see how much food you could eat or something like that. There were some battles associated with it, but I looked up what that was about and it wasn't that interesting. I guess I'll see what this one's about. Anyone under 20 eats for 500 Poké Dollars. Well, that's a problem because I am in fact over 20. Zumungous Z noodles. I don't know what that word means, so I think we'll find out. All right. So, VIP coming through. What are we gonna be stuffing our face with here? Fresh out of the kitchen? I am immediately hungry. Okay. Why do video games keep doing this to me? There's so much in the bowl I can't even lift it. I hope that wasn't a problem for the chefs. The noodles and the vegetables don't seem to be decreasing, but your stomach feels ready to explode at any minute. It's no good. You can't take another bite. Oh. Did I fail a challenge? What was the point of that? Alright, so that is a heart scale. So this might have been a restaurant or the restaurant that gives you a renewable source of heart scales or something like that. Alright. Is there an upstairs? Hello. Can't escape me. You almost did. Given how many... Oh, I'm not allowed to go up... Wait, what? You've got to order? I did order. Is there something wrong with you? Alright, we're not gonna talk to you anymore. Given how many of these totem stickers I have almost missed, you do have to wonder how many I actually did miss. Because I'm sure the number is... Maybe not a lot, because I am 80% of the way there, assuming that it does end off at 100, but... There's gotta be, like, at least a couple, right? What are you... Oh, there's a downstairs. What are you doing? You are an ace trainer and a veteran. Are you a lucky person? I'm trying to think. Over the course of this game, how has my RNG luck been? I feel like it's been okay, all things considered. I feel like I've avoided paralysis more often than is expected. Lucky Punch. Okay, so that's an item for... Is that Chansey and Blissey or just Chansey? Just Chansey? Alright, it's sort of like Farfetch'd Stick, but for Chansey. Yes, I did know that. Okay, do I have an Alolan Raichu? Do I have to... If I do have it, do I have to have it in my party? Alright, anyway, what's out here? What is this one shaped like, by the way? This is... Hello? TM91 Flash Cannon. Okay. I think Flygon can learn that. I think Kingdra can learn that. Flygon cannot learn that. Okay. I'm definitely gonna give that to Kingdra, because Kingdra is special attack. We can finally get rid of Water Gun, because Water Gun sucks. We're gonna go and learn Flash Cannon, and now we've got finally something that we can actually use to deal with fairies. Maybe not well, because Lok Vakor is still a dragon type, and he is, you know, weak to fairies, but... What Pokemon is this, though? A serious match between me and the Pokemon. It looks honestly like the Bonefin Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy. I honestly don't know what Pokemon that's supposed to be. Anyway, there's a Pokemon Center over here. I should heal, because having a point to fly back to would be nice. The entire sea is their home. I don't know if this is based on anything specifically, but I know that there are, like, floating villages and whatnot. Alright, so if I wanted to go back to Heihei Beach, I could do that now and pick up whatever the next Pokemon is. Shellos. You want the Grand Bull. Do I have a Grand Bull? I think I actually might have a Grand Bull. I do not have a Grand Bull. Okay, I guess I won't be taking a Shellos then. So we're going to be going and canceling out of that trade, and... yeah, it's not so easy to say goodbye to your Pokemon. It's also not so easy to just have a Grand Bull, apparently. Oh, if I did have one, it probably would have been a Snubbull, and I don't have a Snubbull either, apparently. Or maybe I did. I don't know if I saw its silhouette in there. The sea goes on forever. Alright, anything behind the Pokemon Center? Nope, alright. Let's go inside, and... I think, from here, I'm gonna heal. Should I talk to the bartender? I haven't been talking to the bartender. I said I was gonna do that, like, every time I enter a new Pokemon Center, but I kind of haven't been, so I think I'll do that now. Alright, Bird Brain. So you're all patched up. You, Draco Meteor. I think I will. So, does Logvacor still have Twister? It is episode 45, and Logvacor still has Twister. Alright, we are getting rid of Twister. I can't believe we made it this long without getting rid of that. I thought Kingdra had access to, like, Dragon Pulse as a level-up move. I don't know if I missed it, if I would have had to evolve sooner to access it, or if that's just not a thing in this generation, or if it's just not a thing at all. Out of the 8 trials on the Island Challenge, 2 of them are on Pony Island. They're like the beginning and the end. Alright. There's no police station. I mean, I guess that's an option, right? That seems to be what everyone else is doing. Dragon Ascent. Is that Rayquaza's signature move? It is Rayquaza's signature move. Alright, well, I don't have a Rayquaza, but on the unlikely event that I decide to bring one in from another game, I'll let you know, I guess. Oh, I thought you said you wanted your Magikarp to be more independent. Alright. So you sell TMs. What TMs can I buy? Okay, so these are the high-powered moves, which I don't think I'm gonna be going with. Calm Mind is a decent one, but I don't think anyone on my team who really that would apply to can learn it. Should I buy Hyper Beam? Should I buy, like, Solar Beam, Sludge Wave, just because I can, and because I don't really have all that much? I can probably sell a bunch of selling items. Let me go and sell a bunch of my selling items. Oh, I did say that I was gonna try and figure out what was going on with these in terms of, like, individual value enhancement, didn't I? Instead of moving on to the next route, I might go and just do that in this game, because I have a lot of selling items, apparently. I might just do that in this video. Because I do really want to get rid of that big fat 0 in Kingdra's speed stat. Alright, sold all those things. I've got, like, Firestone, Waterstone, Thunderstone, Icestone, Sunstone, Moonstone. I've got a bunch of things that I don't plan on using otherwise, but it feels weird to just sell those, so I don't think I will. Anything else? Balls? I've got plenty of balls. I don't really feel like... Alright, I think that's enough of that. Can I buy the rest of the TM department out then? Is that something that I have enough money to do now? I need 30,000. I need 90,000 to get these. Alright, so I don't have enough to buy out the TM department. I can get close. I think I'm gonna be able to buy all but one. But that's it. Alright, so I got 6,000 Pokédollars left, and I think now let's go and talk to the bartender. Alright, what do you have to say? It is now 5 o'clock in Alola. We are gonna go have a look at, let's see the, I'm feeling the Roserade tea right now. Alright, that's 198. I wonder why it's always 198 and they don't round it off to an even 200, because most of the prices in this game are just even round numbers. We don't really do the 199 thing in these games that we do in real life. We had to battle a Roserade to gather all the tea. Alright, so you went out foraging yourself. Alright. It isn't necessarily the same time for you and whatever trainer you're communicating with. Yeah, that's how time zones work. That's a really weird way of describing time zones without calling them time zones, but you're gonna give me Castilia-kun. Alright. So, that is one of the regional full heals. And you're also going to give me some Pokebeans, which I gave Mantine Surfing a try. I kind of feel like I should give Pokepelago another try. I really don't want to give Pokepelago another try. Maybe if I get really bored off screen, watching a baseball game or something, I'll do that. But other than that, probably just gonna let that one go. All right, so we're gonna step out here, and Lillie is going to use a Max Repel on me. Alright, well, I did say that I thought I was going to go back and see if I could do something with super training or whatever it is. And let me see. I went to, like, the department store area in Hyrule City, and the thing I was looking for wasn't in here. And I don't know where it is, and I'm going to have to go on the internet and probably find that out. Hang on a minute. Alright, apparently that only works if your Pokemon is set a level 100, so I can't do that now. I won't be able to do it for the main story, so sorry whoever it was who had an IV of 0 in speed. Pretty sure that was Loke. We're going to be moving on. Hey. So, let's see. So Lillie is here. Will you just heal my Pokemon if I need help? So let me go get into a battle with someone. Are you the boss trainer? Oh, you are the dancer. Okay. I do have to. You are the boss trainer. You're also a dancer. So let's go and fight someone. Are you gonna? You're not gonna fight me. Are you gonna fight me? You look like an ace trainer. Let's fight. All right. So we are going to talk to someone who is going to use Z powers on me. Allegedly, not everyone who has told me that they were going to use Z power on me has actually done it. So we'll see if you're. We'll see which camp you fall into. That's a Garbodor, and Garbodor is going to have nothing that it can do to a bird brain. Exactly nothing. So we're gonna go, I guess, toss out some rocks. And I could sweep you in and out over the rocks, but I'm not sure if that would be the best use of my time. But you did protect this turn, and if we're gonna play that game, let's go Payback. I wonder if you have weak armor. If you have weak armor, that'll work out for me pretty well. Raise your speed. You're already faster than me, and then you'll drop your defense when you take a hit. You do have weak armor. Okay, so Garbodor's defense is going down. I am going to use Fly, trying to predict a protect. All right, so you are going to use Protect, and as long as you don't attempt and succeed at double protecting, I think we should be okay on the next hit. You're going to avoid the Body Slam. And I think we can fall into a nice convenient cycle of this. Let's see, are you gonna do it again? You are gonna do it again. Alright, I love predicting the AI like this because if a Pokemon has Protect, I don't think all Pokemon that have Protect will do this, but if a Pokemon has Protect and the AI is running it, usually they will just use it every other turn. And there are some exceptions, like what was it, Spiky Shield that Togedemaru was doing to me in that one important battle. That was kind of annoying. Anyway, Toxapex is coming in. Are you going to go and do the Protect shenanigans? Apparently not. I am faster, which is not really helping here. Liquidation. So you're part poison, right? You're water poison. Liquidation didn't do much. Let's see if Fly does more. I mean, it'll do maybe 2.5 times more with same type attack bonus. Because Payback wasn't getting the buff, the damage buff from going second, because I didn't go second. Anyway, we can keep doing this. Liquidation, what's the special effect of that? Is that a move with a high critical hit chance? I think it might be a high critical hit chance. We'll just hope that we don't find ourselves on the short end of that. Okay, you're not doing as much damage as I really wanted you to. Okay, so you know what? We are going to go switch out to Lokvakor. That's not switching out. We're going to go switch out to Lokvakor. And Lokvakor is going to use our fancy new Draco Meteor in your face. And this is going to be way, way overkill, but I do take a quarter damage from Liquidation. So that's going to do 8 damage. And I do want to just see this move in its full glory. Very nice. Alright, goodbye, Toxapex. Maybe the next time I use it, it'll actually do more damage than that, but it got the job done. Alright, so good game, Ace Trainer Lindsay. Let's see. If I go and talk to Lillie, will she heal me? Is she gonna, like, serve that function on this route? Nope. Alright, so out of laziness... Actually, going back to the Pokemon Center to heal wouldn't even be laziness, would it? It would be more like cheapness because, like, not using items. I don't know what I was, like, concerned about saving there because I do still have, like, 100 Moo Moo Milk from Pokepelago. Anyway. Can I talk to you? The kimono-clad surfer. He said he could ride astride a Sharpedo. If he could ride astride a Sharpedo, that he couldn't see any reason why he shouldn't be able to ride on a Mantine. Apparently, he did just that and mastered Mantine surfing like it was nothing. Alright. Huh. Oh, wait. Is that what I see off on the minimap, what I think it is? That's like the end of Executor Island. I didn't realize it was that close. I don't think I can surf here, though. I can't use Lapras paddle or whatever. Anyway. Pony Beach surf spot. So, I'm not going to do that. I mean, I guess I could. I'm not really inclined to. I think each beach has a separate high score tracker. I don't really feel inclined to do that, but someone just left the laptop on the rock. Yeah. I wish I liked Mantine surfing more. It's kind of a cool idea, but it's just not. There was a very weird moment towards the end of that where the capture video input just like froze for a couple of seconds. I hope that's not a sign that there's anything bad happening to this capture device, because that would be a huge problem. Anyway, so you really like the moves Solar Beam, don't you? You were telling me that if you had Sunny Day, you would have won. Do I have Sunny Day? I know I have Solar Beam. I'm not gonna go check. I don't care that much. So I think I will end this video off here. Until next time, my name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon Ultra Moon. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later. You know what? I think I won't end the video there. I think I'll end it more like here. Alright, this feels like a better place to end it. I will see you all later.